Hi everybody. Today I'm going to discuss the life of founding father John Adams. John Adams was born in Braintree, Massachusetts. He was the son of John and Susanna Bolston Adams. John had two younger brothers, Peter and Elihu. He married Abigail Smith Adams and they had 6 children. John Quincy Adams, Abigail Adams Smith, Charles Adams, Thomas Bolston Adams, and Susanna Adams. John Quincy Adams later went on to become the 6th President of the United States. After John Adams' presidency, he lived with his wife on their farm in Braintree, or Quincy as it is now known. John Adams died on July 4th in 1826. Both Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day, which happened to be the 50th anniversary of the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. Adams' last words were, "Thomas Jefferson survives." Adams was unaware of the fact that Jefferson passed away earlier in the day. At the age of 16, John earned a scholarship to Harvard University. After graduating from Harvard at the age of 20, he went on to study law at the offices of James Putnam, despite his father's wish for him to enter the ministry. In 1758, John received his master's degree from Harvard and was admitted to the bar. John's professions included school teacher, lawyer, diplomat, vice president, president, and a writer. John Adams spoke out against the Stamp Act of 1765. He argued that the act deprived the colonists of the right to be taxed by consent. John also held local offices, served a term as a Massachusetts House of Representatives, and was the Massachusetts delegate to the First and Second Continental Congress. So what makes John Adams a founding father? Well, John Adams was part of the committee chosen to draft the Declaration of Independence. He was a key player in its writing. He was also the first Vice President of the United States, served for 2 terms under George Washington, and he was elected the 2nd President of the United States. John Adams was a signer, meaning that he was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, as well as one of the drafters of the Declaration of Independence. The John Adams-Thomas Jefferson rivalry basically stems from them running against one another for President of the United States. Alexander Hamilton's role is that he did not want John Adams to be the presidential nominee of his party, and he did everything he could to prevent that from occurring. He was not successful, obviously. Aside from his role in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence, 2 of John Adams' writings that I found to be interesting. One was a Braintree Instructions, which basically explained how places should oppose the Stamp Act. Another writing was The Thoughts on Government, which was basically referenced in every state when writing their constitutions. Adams' political positions, a lot of it was roles in diplomacy with other countries. He was a commissioner to France, an ambassador to Holland, an ambassador to Great Britain. He was also the first Vice President of the United States, as well as the 2nd President of the United States. Adams opposed abolitionism unless it was done gradually. He also opposed slavery, having never owned a slave himself. What Adams did support were the Alien and Sedition Acts. When he was president, he passed the Naturalization Act, which was the first of 4 pieces of a controversial legislation known together as the Alien and Sedition Acts. There was a lot of opposition to this, and it kind of ended up undermining his administration, and it helped Thomas Jefferson to win the presidency in 1800.